This is Louis D. Fresh bringing it to you on a Monday afternoon. I am going to start this thing called the Common Application or the Common App. I've been thinking about it because I wanted to try to have some continuity. If you notice, initially we spoke about creating a college list. We also talked about sort of like thinking about what you would like to do, things of that nature. Now that and we've also spoken in the past about SATs. We have spoken about that. I think it's now time to start applying. Today is September. I'm looking at the date there, September 13th. I am going to take some time. I thought about doing 2 videos with this, but I think I'm going to stretch it out to 3 because I'd rather take more time and update, please God, years from now as we go along. But I think it's really important. It is a real time saver. So instead of me saving time, I'm going to really stretch this out so you really have some time to take a look at what I'm talking about. So we're going to stretch this out into 3 videos. So let's start talking about this thing called the Common Application. There is also something called the Coalition app that I may not spend as much time on, maybe 2 videos, and something called the Universal app, which truthfully I don't know anything about, and I'm going to snoop out and see what that's about, but not today. I think this is really important, so I'm going to start out with Common Application. The only thing I'm going to show you on the actual Common app, because I really want you to take notes on what I'm going to be talking about. So this is the homepage of Common App or Common Application, and you'll notice here if you need to write it down. And I think you really should take notes on this because this is really the backbone of something to make your life a heck of a lot easier. It's called commonapp.org. Okay, so let's go to my notes. What is the Common Application? And as you see back on my social media, that's the stuff I was kind of harping on in terms of what is a Common Application in my social media this past week on Tuesday and Thursday. And here I kind of emphasize again that there are more than 1 million students, and that's not just domestically here in the United States, that's worldwide, that applied to more than 900 colleges domestically, the United States, and abroad, worldwide, through this online application. Yes, there is a paper application, but honestly, this is 2021 going on 2022. Truthfully, you really need to do things online. Yes, I don't have a computer. You have a phone. I don't have a phone. Go to a library. I don't have a library card. Get a library card. This is truly a one-stop shop for more than 900 colleges. So I think it really is worth your time, and that's why I'm going to spend 3 videos on it starting now. All right, continuing. This is the first thing you should do. I know immediately we're a sense of immediacy. Let's start doing it. Let's do it right away. Instead of doing that, start gathering your stuff. Again, right now September 13th. I think this will air on the 19th, this Sunday. So I think it's really important that you start doing this first. Gather your information. You need a copy of your transcript. No, it isn't going to be a transcript. Ask the bursar's office. Ask your local school secretary. Ask your counselor. I almost forgot I'm a counselor. Ask your counselor. Get a student copy of your transcript because I know they may have a cow if you ask for an official transcript. Get a student copy. Why? Because you'll see there you'll need your grades and courses and the dates you did the classes. That's important because you want to be specific on what those courses are, when you specifically took them, and what your grades are. Don't assume you know what your grades are. Well, it could be, it might be, and don't lie. Because eventually, when you get in, you're gonna have to show your grades and your classes. So don't say you took an AP class when you didn't. Don't say you took an honors class when you didn't. Don't say you took an IB class when you didn't. And list any gather a list of activities, work, family responsibilities that you want the college to know about you. Activities, whether it be anything, newspaper. I'm dating myself. Yearbook, basketball, baseball, football, hockey. You perhaps took place in a dance team. You perhaps were part of a debate team. Whatever those things may have been. Your work, you may work at McDonald's, Burger King, Target, Starbucks, what have you. You may work in your family business, your family responsibilities. I know it sounds weird, but I got to go pick up my little brother, my little sister. I got to take care of grandma, grandpa. All those things matter because that translates into time that you're spending not studying. Again, in the collection phase, You're going to be collecting scores and dates of your SATs and SAT and ACT, and you will be able to self-report them. I know this is an Achilles heel of kids. They forget that they eventually need to send their actual scores from the College Board, SAT, and the ACT.org, and you need to actually send them to the schools, your actual scores. But in the meantime, gather the scores and gather the dates when you took them, because you're going to need them. And remember that you don't worry how badly you did. I would put all your SAT scores and all your ACT scores down, because they will always take the highest score from each section. Gather your parent and legal guardian information, demographics, where they were born, where they live, what kind of occupation they have. The education, that's really important, because if your parents did not go to college or did not finish college, that means you will be a first generation student. Therefore, that means that you will be the first in your family going to college. That's a big deal to colleges. So really make sure that you get those things and gather it right. And if you need to put it on an electronic notepad, do so. So this way it's easier once you're filling out the actual common application. And academic honors and achievements, any academic honors and achievements. Doesn't matter what you think, well, it's only a little ribbon. No, well, it was like a third place. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are honored or recognized in some way is valuable to your college application. Once you've actually gathered your information, I would create an account. If you are applying for the first time, you are a first-year student. If you are not applying for the first time and you are perhaps a transfer student, you have some credits under your belt, you just put a first-year student. If this is the first time you're applying to college, and if you've actually been to college, then you can put you are a transfer student. Then use an email that you will check often and is appropriate. And again, the obvious is not always obvious. If it looks something silly or something that shouldn't be there, or you know what it looks like. If it looks silly to you, then do not use it. Or if it looks really inappropriate, you know what I mean. Create a new one. They don't cost any money. Go to Yahoo, go to Gmail. Make a new email, and I think that's actually a good idea to make a whole new email, because that way it is just your email for all your college stuff, and you don't have to start fumbling through your other emails to find out what you actually are looking for. Now, once you've actually created an account with the College Board and you're there, make sure your registration includes your name, your home address. I can't tell you how many times people forget their home address. I know it sounds silly, but make sure you may have moved. It may not be necessarily. You want to put the home address of the time that you spend the most in case you have 2 or 3 homes that you juggle throughout the week. Make sure you put the one you're most in. Your phone number. I would go with, again, if you have a landline, don't go with a landline. Go with your actual phone number, your cell, your mobile, and your date of birth. That's really important. Do not put today's date. Make sure you use your legal name on all your documents. Make sure that your stuff at school, like my name, right? My name is Luis, even though I would go with Louis or Louis or whatever. Make sure that I would put Luis. That is my legal name. Make sure that it is on all your documents, your standardized tests, your common application. Your name is the same way at the school. Your diploma is going to read the same way. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know a lot of people don't like their first name. A lot of people use nicknames. Make sure that for this case, you use your legal name and only your legal name. Add communication preference, email or mobile phone, and accept the Common App Privacy Act. Please make sure that you, if I would put your preference as being your mobile phone, your cell phone, because honestly, let's be honest, that's the one that you're most on, and it's most, and you're gonna get it right away. So if you can I would put the mobile phone as your communication preference, because they'll text you, and accept the Privacy Act. In other words, they're not gonna share your information unless you say it's okay. And then select, quote unquote, create account to complete your account. Make sure you do that, because if you don't, you'll put on all this information and for nothing. Make sure that you create that account. Now you're ready to start adding colleges. So what you do there is you see the college search tab. Search and add colleges you want by name. You might know the name of the school, so put in the name of the school. If you're not sure, you're kind of still exploring, you could always check by state or country. Remember, this application is international. Distance from a zip code here domestically in the United States. If you're not sure, you put in you don't know your zip code, put in the area code of your phone. Start looking around where you live. Start figuring out what your zip code is. Ask mom, ask dad, ask your guardian, and check out application deadlines. That might be good in the respect of adding colleges. It'll give you some type of continuity. So let's say a big date is November 1st. Make sure that you put all the colleges for November 1st together, and then things that may have other deadlines later on. We will spend one video for sure about deadlines. In other words, what one might early decision, early action, regular decision, and rolling decision might be. But not right now. But you guys are not little kids. You use Google. Look at those application deadlines until I get around to that. And because I know this college game is really more complicated than it seems. It's not, but it can be. You need to get your ducks in a row, and that's what we're doing here. And that's why I'm going to do 3 videos with this. And last but not least, on this part in this slide, when you find your college, you want to click add to my colleges. Again, the obvious is not obvious. Just because you put the college, if you don't click add to my colleges, it will not add. And last but not least, once you added colleges, you will see them on your dashboard. That's something you'll see there. That's something that once you've created your account and you start putting in colleges, you will see your dashboard and my colleges tab. Now, this is kind of important. You may add up to 20 colleges only, because you can only apply to 20 colleges on the common application. But I want to apply to all 900. That's the reason why they're cutting it off at 20, because honestly, 20 colleges is more than enough. And if you're going to apply to more, use a different, the actual college or whatever. But I think using one application to apply to 20 colleges, up to 20 colleges, is quite impressive. You may add or subtract schools at any time, but you must make sure that you do and you check once you submit it that it was added or subtracted. Once you have submitted the application, because this is the important thing, you have submitted the actual application, please pay attention. You will not be able to remove these colleges from my colleges list. But I don't want that school. This school is stupid. But once you submit it, it's over. So take your time, and that's why I'm going to spend 20. I'll be all right. Three videos talking about my. I'll try it again. 3 videos on common application. That was quite a mouthful, huh? In 12 minutes and 46 seconds. I hope you guys took notes. Telling you, this is really, really valuable stuff. I can't tell you how often people will apply. And just to sum it up, the reason you're going to use a common application once you started creating that college list, once you started to figure out where you want to go, what you want to do, the reason for it is it saves you a heck of a lot of time. Imagine writing your name. Let's say you apply to 20 colleges 20 times, writing your address 20 times, your phone number 20 times, answering the same questions 20 times. You can answer it once and submit it to up to 20 colleges. That's why I think this is so valuable. And this is why I think it's really, really valuable that you take notes. And this is part 1 of the common application. And we'll see you next time after I do another fish video. That's it. Thank you. Have a great day.